Hey, two emails sitting one line apart in an inbox. One arrives from a software company, the other arrives from Marriott Vantage. You have never met Mary, and you open her email anyway because ignoring a person costs something that ignoring a logo never does. This week, Beehive can now start an automation the second a reader clicks one link. And a domain breakdown from a real list puts 60% of its addresses inside Gmail, which is a useful reminder that everyone was never an audience. Plus, the follow-up email that turned leftover clicks into sales, a sports newsletter that found 1 million readers nobody was writing for, and what 1,500 advertisers said about the ads they rebooked. Ready to name a reader? Let's dive in. Meme of the week. This week's hot takes. Nobody signs the company newsletter and your readers notice. The missing byline is structural. Every approval pass makes the draft safer and less attributable until nobody has to mean it. Beehive can start an automation the moment someone clicks a link. Click triggers match an exact URL or a prefix. The same release adds a send API, custom group deals, and random cohort sends. Ghost now shows how every welcome email performed. Sends, opens, clicks, and top-clicked links appear on each step inside the automation canvas. Enable automations under Settings, then labs.gmail holds 60% of one real newsletter list. A domain breakdown from an advocacy sender. Yahoo properties take another 19.9%, Microsoft 4.7%, Apple 2.6%. Growth. Hack of the week email the people who clicked and did not buy. How? Pick the one link in your issue that carries money, a product page, a paid tier, a booking page. Build an automation with a click-to-link trigger and point it at that exact URL or at a prefix if the link carries parameters. Wait 24 hours, check whether the person actually bought, and send the ones who did not a short personal note that reads like a reply rather than a campaign. Everyone else drops out of the sequence. On Beehive, this is the new click trigger, available on Max and Enterprise plans. Why? Beehive CEO. Tyler Denk ran exactly this on his own list. He built the newsletter playbook for founders, promoted it in one edition, and the link pulled thousands of clicks while only a few hundred people bought. The click trigger let him reach every clicker who had not purchased, and he says the follow-up drove hundreds more sales. The interesting part is that the buying intent was already sitting in his click data, unread. Expected result: a second, warmer shot at the highest intent slice of your list without touching anyone who already converted or anyone who never cared. Track revenue per clicker instead of open rate here because that is the number this play moves. Newsletter Dissection Spotlight. The Gist by Ellen Hyslop, Rosalind McClarty, and J.C. DeHoop. What works? They researched the gap before writing a word. The three founders met studying commerce at Queen's University and were working in insurance, consulting, and accounting when the idea landed in February 2017. They spent most of that year on market research before launching anything. The numbers told them who was being ignored. Hyslop points to the sports media landscape at the time. Roughly 18% of sports journalists were women, under 5% of coverage focused on women, and more than 3/4 of ESPN's viewership was male. They didn't narrow to women's sports. The Gist covers men's and women's sports, employs women to make the content, uses a plain and accessible voice, and shows up on the platforms its readers already use. The differentiator is the voice itself. The newsletter became the foundation for everything else. Today, the company runs past 1 million newsletter subscribers and nearly 75,000 social followers, plus a podcast, its own games, a paid community, and brand partnerships. Advertisers get access to fans they had struggled to reach. Creator quote, Hyslop on the gap they found. What a great business opportunity because they're leaving out so many women. Your takeaway: write down who your newsletter is not for. If that list is empty, you have a distribution problem. The gist didn't outreport anyone. It spoke to people the incumbents had already decided were not the audience. And that decision is still sitting there in most categories, waiting. Read the full interview. Tool of the Week interactive offers. Programmatic email ads for money-minded audiences. Why you'll love it. Interactive Offers is a programmatic ad platform built around financial advertising, connecting publishers with investor-facing brands and filling placements automatically instead of one hand-sold slot at a time. Ads are formatted to sit natively in your content rather than land as an obvious external banner. Best for newsletters with finance, investing, business, or personal money readers who want a monetization layer running in the background while they chase the direct sponsorships that pay best. A/B Test of the Week. Test your next sponsor placement, written 2 ways across a split. Version A is the narrative it read your advertiser sent you, 3 paragraphs building to the point. Version B is the same offer cut to the benefit in line 1, then bullets bold, and a link laid out to match the rest of your issue. Result: Paved pulled every sponsorship delivered through its marketplace in 2025 and surveyed more than 1,500 advertisers on how each placement performed. The ads that earned 4 and 5 stars kept repeating the same 3 traits: short skimmable copy, the benefit stated in the first line, and a layout that reads native rather than bolted on. Rebooking intent across the marketplace grew 53% year over year. Takeaway: your click rate decides this month's invoice. The rebook decides the quarter. Judge each placement on whether the advertiser came back, keep the winning ad structure as a house template, and hand it to every sponsor instead of running whatever copy lands in your inbox. You can always try Adapt to get more clicks from your ad placements. Read the full data. Quick links. See the epic newsletters we recommend. Join the Adapt affiliate program. Become a Hey News ambassador for lifetime gains. Why Microsoft keeps trashing your emails and how to fix it. A framework for turning audience data into something you act on. Questions? Just write a comment below. We read all the comments and respond to them. Thanks for reading Aaron and Kagri,